This is Major. I'm on site.
You are the first, but you're not invulnerable.
Maybe next time you can design me better. Everyone around me connected to something.
You were dying.
I don't know who to trust.
In a near-future world where the line between human consciousness and artificial machinery has all but dissolved, Ghost in the Shell 2017 presents a sleek, visually immersive exploration of identity, memory, and control. The film centers on a figure known simply as Major, a being who is at once both a technological marvel and a philosophical enigma. She is introduced as the first of her kind, a human brain placed into a fully synthetic body designed to serve as the ultimate weapon in the fight against cyberterrorism. From the very beginning, there's a sense that her existence is not entirely her own, that something essential has been taken from her, even as she is told she has been saved. Major operates as part of an elite government task force known as Section 9, a unit tasked with stopping the most dangerous criminals in a hyper-connected society. Her capabilities are extraordinary: enhanced strength, near invisibility through thermal optic camouflage, and direct neural access to digital systems. She can dive into networks, hack into minds, and engage enemies with a precision that borders on mechanical perfection. Yet, despite these abilities, there's an underlying fragility to her character, a quiet tension between what she is told she is and what she feels she might have been. The narrative begins to unfold when a mysterious hacker known as Kuze emerges, targeting high-level executives connected to a powerful robotics corporation. These attacks are not random; they are precise, calculated, and deeply personal. Victims are not just killed, they are hacked, their memories altered, their identities manipulated before their deaths. This introduces one of the film's central themes, the vulnerability of the human mind in a world where technology can access and rewrite it at will. The idea that memories, those deeply personal markers of identity, can be fabricated or erased, raises unsettling questions about what it truly means to be human. As Major and her team investigate Kuze's activities, the film gradually shifts from a straightforward action narrative into something more introspective. Major begins experiencing fragments of memory, visions that don't align with the official story she has been given about her past. She has been told that she was saved after a tragic accident, that her body was beyond repair, and that her transformation into a cybernetic being was an act of mercy and innovation. But these flashes suggest something else entirely, something hidden and possibly suppressed. The world-building in the film reinforces this sense of unease. The city is a sprawling, neon-lit metropolis filled with holographic advertisements, towering skyscrapers, and a constant hum of digital activity. It's a place where technology is omnipresent, seamlessly integrated into everyday life. People augment their bodies with cybernetic enhancements, allowing them to connect directly to the internet, communicate telepathically, and even modify their physical appearances. But this convenience comes at a cost. The more connected people become, the more vulnerable they are to intrusion. Major's interactions with her teammates, particularly Batu, add a layer of emotional grounding to the story. Batu, himself augmented with cybernetic eyes, represents a more traditional human perspective. He trusts Major, respects her, and treats her as a person rather than a product. Their relationship is subtle but meaningful, providing glimpses of camaraderie and loyalty in an otherwise cold and calculated environment. Through Baitu, the audience sees that Major is more than just a weapon. She is someone capable of connection, even if she struggles to fully understand it. The film also delves into the corporate and political structures that underpin this world. The organization responsible for Major's creation presents itself as a benevolent force, pushing the boundaries of science to protect humanity. However, as the story progresses, it becomes clear that their motivations are far more complex. There is an inherent tension between innovation and exploitation, between the desire to advance technology and the ethical implications of doing so at the expense of individual autonomy. Kuze, initially portrayed as a villain, gradually becomes a more sympathetic figure. His actions, while violent, are driven by a desire to expose the truth. He reveals that he, like Major, was once human and that his transformation into a cybernetic entity was not a choice but an experiment. His memories were altered, his identity reshaped, and his humanity stripped away in the name of progress. This revelation reframes the conflict, turning it from a simple battle between good and evil into a confrontation between control and freedom. As Major uncovers more about her own origins, the film reaches a turning point. She discovers that her past has been deliberately erased, that the story she has been told is a fabrication designed to keep her compliant. Her real identity, her real life was taken from her. This moment is both devastating and empowering. It forces her to confront the reality of her existence and to decide who she wants to be moving forward. The climax of the film is not just a physical confrontation, but an ideological one. Major must choose between continuing to serve the system that created her or breaking free from it. This decision is not easy, as it involves rejecting everything she has known and stepping into the unknown. It's a moment that encapsulates the film's central question. If your memories can be manipulated and your body can be replaced, what defines you? Visually, the film is striking, drawing heavily on cyberpunk aesthetics. The use of light, color, and digital effects creates a world that feels both futuristic and eerily plausible. The blending of practical and CGI elements enhances the sense of immersion, making the environment feel tangible despite its high-tech nature. Action sequences are fluid and dynamic, showcasing Major's abilities while also emphasizing the physicality of her existence. At the same time, the film doesn't lose sight of its philosophical core. It consistently returns to questions of identity, consciousness, and the nature of the soul. The concept of the ghost, or the human essence within the machine, is central to the narrative. It's what separates beings like Major from purely artificial constructs, giving them a sense of self that cannot be easily quantified or controlled. The ending leaves the audience with a sense of cautious optimism. Major emerges from her journey with a clearer understanding of who she is, even if that understanding is incomplete. She embraces her dual nature, acknowledging both her human past and her synthetic present. Rather than rejecting one in favor of the other, she integrates them, forging a new identity that is uniquely her own. Ultimately, Ghost in the Shell 2017 is more than just a science fiction action film. It's a meditation on what it means to exist in a world where technology can alter the very fabric of identity. It challenges viewers to consider the implications of a future where the boundaries between human and machine are no longer clear, and where the essence of self can be manipulated by external forces. Through its narrative, characters, and visual design, the film creates a thought-provoking experience that lingers long after the credits roll.